are great. The pool, the water's pretty cold.
I stepped on them when I was like 8 years old on accident. And they like burn the bottom of your feet when they bite you. And I wonder how big I wonder how big it is underground. They could have like huge. It's so cool though.
Alright, so here I'm doing a sprinkler drip repair. The first step is the timers. So this timer was pretty old. It's also an indoor timer. So I went ahead and replaced it with this Orbit. Even though there is a cover over this, with it being out in the desert, you know, you get the different kind of hot, cold weathers, and just want to make sure it stays nice and clean. And then these valves, all these valves already here, I'm going to be replacing these nuts with some waterproof. I just like to keep it nice and clean. You open this up right here. You have everything I wrote down on my sheet. I wrote down, which would before I changed the timers, I wrote down each color, what they were before. So it's going to be exactly what the customer had before, 1 through 6, with the same colors. And I just went ahead and reset that. What I like about these Orbits, that some of them don't have, is they have the backup battery. Being out here in the middle of nowhere, the customer said that the power goes out quite often, so you definitely don't want that to happen. And you can see here on the screen, when I pull the battery out, it shows that it's showing a little picture of a symbol of a battery. So that means that the battery is either dead or it needs to be replaced. So when you put it back in, brand new battery, it'll go away. That way you know that that it's going to have a backup in case the battery dies. And then what I also like about this Orbit, I like the fact that it tells you exactly when the next station is going to turn on. So it says Sunday, the blinking Sunday is going to be the next station at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it has a nice waterproof block, and then you can lock it if you need to, and that's it. So the next step is going to be to just start working on this drip. You can see it's got the drip doesn't have a pressure regulator, so these keep popping off. You get little rodents that are ripping them off or they're chewing on them. So I'm going to go ahead and replace all this, get it all nice and clean. And this whole backyard out here needs to be done. You got some sprinklers back here that aren't really watering a whole lot, except, you know, just making a mess. So that's all going to be on drip too.